We're looking at another Harrelson VPS Summit. VPS stands for Variable Performance System, meaning that we engineered our horns so that they could be variable, and what I mean is we can change the way that they perform to your specifications. Because every trumpet player has different preferences, we designed the system to work with you rather than you having to work with us. And so basically, any of our horns can be set up to feel really good to you, even though all of my audience is 1 million people and you're all different players and different preferences and different setups and mouthpieces and all that stuff. You can still find what's going to fit you perfect with what we call the variable performance system. And a big piece of that is this receiver. So by taking this receiver off and putting an insert in here, I already have one inside the receiver, I can put an insert on here and we can change the flexibility, the slotting, and the airflow. And you don't really understand how much that changes things until you try it for yourself. So we encourage customers to visit us in Denver, Colorado, and try the system for yourself. Because by changing just the insert itself, you can feel a vast, drastic difference between very tight and very open, and find that in between middle zone that's kind of the sweet spot for you. So let's talk a little bit about this specific horn, since we are now listing it on our website. It's here for you to play in our shop. This is a LP3 Bell 10 LT, and we have another LP3 in stock. Both of those are our smallest, tightest lead pipes, but don't let that deter you if you play on larger equipment, because you can change the insert and make it feel much more open. I normally play on pretty big equipment, and this horn feels very comfortable because I put an insert in there that works for me. So despite having the smallest lead pipe, it works fine. The advantage is you can have more brilliance in your tone with a smaller lead pipe, and you can really work on that upper register and get those notes out a lot easier on a smaller lead pipe. The cool thing about this horn is it's a number 10 bell, meaning it's broader here. So you can put less air into this horn because it's a smaller lead pipe, if you so choose. And because it's a more efficient lead pipe, you don't have to use as much airflow. This comes in handy for people who really don't have as much air capacity or the strength, or maybe for one reason or another, they just have that preference. Me being a bigger person, I blow a lot of air, so when I play it, I just back off a little. But the cool thing is, because it's a 10 bell, you'll sound like someone who fills up a really big horn. And being an LT, which means a lightweight bell, you'll still get the vibrancy and the color. So this is kind of the best of all worlds in terms of a trumpet. If you don't want to put in a ton of air, you want to play higher, you want to have a really warm, big, beautiful tone that can be vibrant, all three of those things are found in this horn in particular. And one other really cool feature to this one is we have our new Dichroic finger buttons. And we'll have some photos of those as well, but they are really beautiful. No matter where you put them in the light, they sparkle and shimmer and shine different directions. And that's because they are a type of almost like anodized material that's encased in the finger button, and they have dimension to them. So they're very cool. I'll also mention that we have a Kickstarter campaign launching soon for the Dichroic glass finger buttons, and we'll also have cufflinks available. So this horn was built in August of this year, and the only other features I guess I would mention is it has a Style D tuning slide, which improves efficiency quite a bit, and this one has a 3rd slide screw stop and Saturn water keys. That's enough talking. I will play it for you, and I'm going to do a little more extreme today, so I'm going to play real low stuff, mids, and the highs. Yeah, the bottom end is just big. Because I put a bigger insert in, it's still going to take a lot of air despite being a smaller lead pipe. I can wail on a high C pretty easily on this horn because the lead pipe is really set up for the sweet spot being up in the upper register. So a high C is kind of like, wow, this is perfect. It's pretty easy to pop out double high Cs, again, because of the lead pipe. It's just like the notes seem so close together, I'm not even used to it. It's a fun horn to play. If you don't buy it, then I'll just keep playing it.